Hello guys, welcome to a new game. Well, it's not a new game actually, it probably doesn't even exist anymore. Well, not here in Australia anyway. It might still be selling in some countries. Normally it's sold for $6.99, which is definitely a rip-off. It's not worth $6.99. Actually, I'm not sure it's a game or a scam. I'm still undecided on that. If you remember my video on Linga, I revealed how those developers often use sly marketing techniques and promise so much using videos, but essentially they did not know how to program and weren't ever intending to add the items that they promised, and they were just intent on living the high life on other people's money. This has similar vibes on the fact that so much has been promised and very little delivered, and I'll go into that a bit later. Ultimately, the premise of this game, it's completely VR. This isn't me playing. There's only 3 videos that exist. 2 of those are from the developer himself, and 1 is from a player who played the game. The objective was to fly around and basically just in your jetpack. You've already seen the first video. In the jetpack and take care of all the zombies and all the bandits and try and retake the town. Now, this is the second part of the video, so work was done on it. But he added like cabling stuff and other modes of transport. I'm not sure why, when the original premise was go on a jetpack and fly around and shoot it, everything. I mean, if that is your original premise, why add unnecessary, things like other modes of transport, like like this. I don't even know what to call this, abseiling up and down or whatever the case may be. It just seems pointless. Anyway, the last development he made on this game was he added a leaderboard to see how long you could survive. The general premise is that, and this is someone else playing. I'll actually drop the sound a bit on this one because he's got music added. So this is another player who actually bought the game. And so the other addition he made is that he made it so, and this is the last thing the developer did, is you could toss a weapon to another survivor, and the survivor would help you take down the bandits, supposedly. So the ones with the black ski masks are the ones that are bandits. The general consensus was that it was too hard. The bandits would shoot you quite easily. They spawn in behind you and take you out. I did see a leaderboard, and there was only about 50 people that had gone onto the leaderboard. And I think there was about 1 person that got about 200 zombies. And that's all they had done. And as you can see here, this guy keeps dying. He doesn't last long. There's always something spawning on top of him that's either going to bite him or some stray bullet from a bandit that's going to take him out. So the whole throwing the weapon to another survivor to help you was to, I guess, to evade that frustration that gamers were having where, the game was a bit unfair, killing you. There was a single kind of map that was quite big by the looks of it. As I said, this developer actually promised to update stuff every 2 weeks, basically. That was his original promise. And that wasn't the case. I'll show you eventually. This developer has seems to be an indie developer. From what I can gather, about 2,000 people bought the game. So yeah, not many really. For $6.99, it's not a original premise. This sort of stuff has been done to death. You can even download these type of games free on Steam. So, for what's on offer here, basically 50 cents to free, just to get your name out there. Now, this isn't the developer's first game. So, the first game was a Flash game he made in 2008, Happy Balls. He was learning how to program, and somehow from 2008 to, I think this was released in 2015, 2016, he's suddenly in VR producing this Unity Engine VR game. Another thing that surprises me is that he went straight to VR. VR is a kind of a luxury commodity. So I'm surprised he didn't start off with a non-VR version and then adapted it to VR. But he didn't do that. Eventually, he's one of these people that tried to make out that the game was popular and that he was amending to heaps of fans. But in all honesty, you can't fake that sort of stuff. There was only like 3 people that would ever follow him or thumbs up his notifications or anything else. So you can see us there. That's us going there. So the reason why I've actually recorded other people's videos is because I asked this guy because he had a Facebook account, and the Facebook account was quite massive. That basically went through the whole entire history of the game. And I thought, oh, wow. And in the Facebook account, I think, I can't remember, I think his last post was about 2017 or somewhere around there. And his last post was, I am toying up with the idea of joining forces with another company. And that he was looking at producing a non-VR version of this game, which is fair enough, So I recently inquired to the developer about, the things that he had promised, and I was just basically interested, if it didn't go through, that's fair enough. If he's decided to take a break, or he's gone down a different avenue, fair enough, just discuss it, inform us. No, he deletes the whole entire history of his Facebook, like the whole website. He just deletes it straight away. And I was like, wow. And he's been covering tracks as to his identity. Like he really been covering it's very hard. Anything that has any similarity between him, he's kind of been distancing himself, as if it's he doesn't want to be shown. So here we are. This guy's been flying around. He's probably one of the ones that he may have. This player actually may have been the one that got 200 or something. I'm starting to think that he was actually. The developer himself, I thought was interesting. I looked at the leaderboard, and the developer himself only got about 50 enemies down, and that was the best the developer had done. Like that shows you how hard and ridiculous the game was, and why so many people were saying, this is stupid. You don't last 2 seconds and you die. So just too much griefing. And you wouldn't have time to look around, you know, because you'd get shot by a bandit somewhere. Or you'd have a zombie spawn behind you and start munching on your shoulder. So regardless of all the eye candy, you just don't have time to look at it. You got to get a gun and start shooting things straight away. So what else can I say about this? So as I said, he made a game, Happy Balls, and then he went to this. Now I've been trailing this guy for a little while, and no matter where he goes, he kind of always falls into issues, just constantly, no matter what he goes into. But it's a severe jump to go from a Flash game, a very basic Flash game, Happy Balls, in 2008, 2008, to this, what he's doing now. Even though it's assets, it's probably an asset landscape, it's just assets. Still, it's definitely a big improvement. But he evidently got tired of this area is nice, and this is where the video finishes. So that's basically the whole entire game. But rest assured, mate, I understand the developer doesn't want to be branded with this monstrosity, and he's trying very hard to separate his career, just in case he wants to go on to other things. So your secret is safe with me, mate. I won't tell anyone that your name is David Nolan. Mum's the word. It won't get out there. You know, no one will know that you're. So you can see here his updates. So he spent a couple months on the game, or years. So this is my post. Read on Facebook that you were looking for partnership. Did that go through? Also saw you were in the process of making a non-VR version. Is that still the intent, being a few years since you posted anything? So I was legitimately interested, and he deletes the entire Facebook website. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Your secret's safe. No one's going to know. David Nolan was the guy who made this. Until next time, bye for now.